All right, guys, welcome back to another video. It's your man Jay. This phone came out not too long ago. September 2024 was the release date. And some people didn't get it until November or December, because of all delays and stuff like that. And then this color was delayed. So originally I ordered this phone at launch from Google. Somehow something got messed up and then I couldn't get it and they canceled my order. And then I went into Best Buy and ordered this particular color or whatever. And then sure enough, I guess it was this color, I don't know, but Best Buy said it was delayed, so I ended up canceling. Nonetheless, here we are in 2025, February. Got the device in. So I've been messing with this for the last 24 hours or so, and it's nice, folks. It definitely feels way better than the previous gen. I mean, it's comical at best at how much different this is than the previous gen. This is a really, in the fingerprint readers, you can see it's really fast. This is a nice upgrade, and I was always interested in it. Get this one open. I was always interested in it. I do like the form factor, and I just think this is a really nice upgrade. It's a big time upgrade from this gen right here. So when you talk about thickness, I guess you can see here. You can see how thick it is in comparison. So when you read the specs on this, closed, this is 10.5 and this is 12.2. But in real life, folks, you can tell the difference because of the materials is what kind of fools your mind into believing that it's so much thicker or so much thinner when holding these phones next to each other. But, reality is, they're both really nice. Now, I like the size of this one, but here's the thing. I think I said this before in another video. If they could make this size, like the height with this width right here, this narrowness from this one, I'd really love it. Because this feels just chunky and wide. And it's not, though. This is a solid phone. I like the OG. I like the OG version. I just think that the OG version had the brushed aluminum on here. If it had the brushed aluminum instead of all this chrome shininess, it wouldn't even be an issue. It wouldn't even be a question at all. They're both really nice in the hardware department, and they just feel great. I'm going to sit this aside for a second here and focus on this. So this phone is thin, folks. I did a comparison in the previous video that I did, and some of you guys were like, "Oh, I didn't even know you had this." And yeah, I posted on social media that this was in the house 24 hours ago. So a phone I want to really show you this next to is this phone. Now, to me, this has become the golden standard for foldable phones in the US. If you look at how this is set up here, yes, the wallpaper is dark on here, but you can still kind of see the bezels around. And as a matter of fact, I'll go ahead and be fair, and I'll try to change it to a light wallpaper. Hold on. Now you can see. That's better. This has become like the golden standard for foldable phones, for performance, cameras, everything for me. And I am just in awe at how great, this phone is. Now that I have the Pixel Fold in the house, it is very hard not to compare them, folks. You look at these phones, they're almost, it's incredible how much how close it is to it in size. I mean, we're talking 11.7 versus 10.5. And in looking at this, it's hard to see that. Like, it's so, having them in person, it is really difficult to see this. On paper, this phone is thicker when folded. Not that matters, because they both feel good, but it's strange reading these dimensions. And now the Pixel Fold is wider. It's 153 and 155. But when you open them up, the Pixel shows that it's thinner at 5.1, and the open is 5.8. But again, these things, they're hard to see sometimes. Like I can't see that point, was it 0.7? I can't see it. It's strange. It's strange that this is supposed to be thinner. But either way, I wanted to show you these side by side. They are both absolutely stunning now that I physically have them here. Now I can see that this is more narrow. You can see OnePlus did a better job with the bezels on here on the hinge. See that? That's where a lot of it is gone. The hinge of the phone. Like there's no extra hinge on there. And unfortunately, Google had it like that last year, and that's how it is today. Now, when I compare just the hardware on the cameras, I definitely like the look of the Pixel 9 Pro Fold's camera setup better. This is a big camera module, but it's a big camera module on the Pixel as well. But the OnePlus just feels bigger because it's just a big circle in the center. But with that, the cameras are really good on this phone right here in comparison to the Pixel. And I'm not saying the Pixel has bad cameras. All I'm saying is, the quality, I think, for video and things like that are a heck of a lot better. And I think it's just due to the Hasselblad agreement that they have with OnePlus. I think that's the kicker. Having that Hasselblad agreement, it really saved OnePlus. This phone right here has the same brushed aluminum size and everything, just like the OnePlus. This is just a beautiful. I just think this color is just a win. So I'll be testing out cameras and everything for you guys. And let me open up a video real quick and show you how this aspect ratio actually looks. This is what you're working with here. And again, same thing with the other Pixels. The brightness is just not its strong suit. It just doesn't get very bright. This is full brightness, man. So that's just something with the Pixels. They just don't get very bright. The screen on the one thing I did learn is that the screen on the Honor V3 is absolutely stunning in comparison. This one right here is thinner than both of these phones, but it's actually got a really great screen on it, and cameras kill on here. You'll be looking for a follow-up on that too. But this screen is beautiful. This is the way I prefer to watch something that's on a screen like this, watching it like full screen, man. But unfortunately, I didn't record this video with the Z Fold 6. And I think that phones that are foldable phones should have that aspect ratio to record so you can have full screen. And Samsung has always done that right, man. I really love that Samsung has the ability to record in that aspect ratio because it really helps people with folding phones. And this phone is just as stunning as it can be. It really helps people with folding phones. It's a huge plus. This is a beautiful device right here. I need to fire up because I got an update coming for that too. But nonetheless, this is what you're dealing with when you're looking at a foldable device. Now you could obviously close it and then watch it like this. If I turn it this way, it'll start trolling me. Yeah, you can do it like this. It's just not the same. You got this big jumbo bezel at the bottom, and that's the difference between this phone right here when watching something or just looking at it. I really noticed the bezels on this phone right here. Strange thing, but it is what it is. I'm not complaining about it. It's actually beautiful, but this phone is just good, man. It's just as good as what I thought it would be. I do have the Pixel 9 Pro XL and I have the Pixel 9 Pro, but I'm gonna try to focus on this phone because I've got a lot of reviews coming up. And I want to give you an actual follow-up on this in about a week or two maybe after using it. So the phone is absolutely stunning in person now that I actually have it. And I just wanted to show you the hardware and just show it to you next to some of my favorites here. And I really was excited to finally get this in to show you it next to the differences in the color, the porcelain, everything. I just think this was a little bit of a miss in a lot of areas. And I'm hoping that this phone right here really takes care of all of those things. I hope it takes care of all the things that this phone dropped. So cameras, I'm really excited to pop open the cameras and really get going. Really, I already used the cameras. Why is it doing this? Really excited to really dig into this camera and just see how well it's actually going to perform. Because I'm big on video, and you know, with the video, man, it doesn't have the HDR at 60 frames per second, which isn't a big deal, but it is a thing. So it does have the voice enhancements, I believe, too. But there you go. So I'll probably shoot like this with 4K 30 HDR and the voice enhancements when I put up a video for you guys. But I'm going to use this phone to record video on the channel because I want you to see what it looks like. And I'm definitely going to record with the Honor. This phone is sick, folks. It is sick. Oh my gosh, this is just, and here I've showed you another video, but this is ridiculously thin right here, and it feels good, and it has the brushed sides too. So, but this phone right here, even this phone now feels chunky when I hold it next to the Honor. It's strange. It just feels chunky, but I don't know. I really like what Google has done, and I'm really hoping that this phone improves on what this phone did not do for me. And you already know the areas, video cameras. So I will see you guys in the next video. I want to give you a first impressions of the hardware and just a quick little look at it, man. This thing is so beautiful, man. I really wish I could have got this at launch, but it doesn't matter at this point. Being late to the party doesn't mean you're not the party. So we will see how this works out. It's your man Jay. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.